an epic kingdom. Let's see who's going to leave at the start of the game first, though. Who's it going to be? Place your bets. Who's it going to be? We're going to go for an epic kingdom here, if we can. Oh, it looks nice as well, doesn't it? Look, you even got the borders to work with. So, let's see. If I was to do that, so we do the farm like that, and there. Yeah, I like that. Got to work out where the barracks goes. Got to have space for it. You could have the barracks right in the middle, but I'm not so sure on that. Need an altar. Let's put things a little spaced out, because I've only got so much space to work with, and I've got to work this out as I go. I basically got to build like a really nice looking base, like almost an RP looking base. But I want it to look symmetrical. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, something like that. I have the barracks as the entry point. Keep going. Do exactly the same on this side. And you come over here for now. For now. We got our altar. We're probably going to be going like paladin knights and stuff like that, but paladin footmen to start off with. Get on that. Symmetricality is the key. Try to work that out, however you're going to do it. Need to have enough space to get in inside and outside of my base, though, as well for allies. Probably take the fast expansion so I can afford. There's no shredder here, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to really overdo it on the peasants to make sure I've got plenty of lumber for all the building I'm going to be doing. So we're going to have to chop these trees and, yeah, work our way towards getting a nice lumber mill sort of deep in that area. Keep going. Hello there. I don't know where I want to put the towers in my base, because I kind of want those to look symmetrical as well. I'll just put a tower here for now, because I know I'm going to have my tower like that, because we're going to have the farm there.
More work. Ready to work. What is it? I live to serve. What would you ask?
He does live to serve.
More work. Let me face the peril. Ready for action. At your call. Yes, me lord. Righto. I am not. Job's done. Ready to work.
Okay, tower going up. It's not going to do much, but I gotta get this right. I gotta get this right. So.
Say the word. At your call. Yes, my at your call. What do you need? More work. Let me face the peril. Orders. What would you ready for action? On my way. I am not. It shall be done. Defend me. What do you need? Attack! At your call.
Oh, that was brutal. They just turned on him completely. Nasty business. Let's take another militia then to make up for that. You can already give that guy a hard time.
I am not afraid. For honor. At your call. It shall be done. All right. What would you ask? What is it? All right. What would you ask? You need? At your call. Yes.
I'll have to do the little block off trick though, I think.
Let me face the work. Ready for action. Yes, me lord. What is it? What? Yes, me lord. All right. I am not afraid. I am not afraid.
Got loads of peasants on lumber. Yeah, he's coming over to my expansion, but look, because I'm going over to his expansion, it stopped him from coming over to mine.
At your call. As you wish.
I think that stops him. His hero, at least. Did he go paladin as well?
I am not afraid. Say the word. To arms! Right. Yes, my lord. Attack! At your call.
That'll be his ally, most likely. Yeah. It wouldn't be an enemy. I mean, my ally.
To arms! Say the word. At your call.
Is that another one of his allies? Yeah, okay. Doesn't take long before you get into the 1 versus 3. Hold up. That's good. I need to keep him busy if I can.
Let me face the peril. For honor. It shall be done. Yes, me lord. Off I go then. What? What would you ask of me?
None of my allies have come over here, even though I pinged this and all of that. I want them to run after me. I don't want them going to the bottom, because they'll go to the bottom left as soon as they're done with me here.
Job done.
Look, another one, 4. We got 4, baby. We got 4. So, for now, we're definitely going to have to just make this difficult. Sacrifice the footman, but get the base defenses up, because you will not survive. Yeah, I know. It doesn't take long, does it? Before like every single person on the enemy team is like on my case. But even if I lose my hero, it doesn't matter. Just any time I get to stop them from coming over here and denying that expansion, because I've got a lot invested in that right now. Ancient of Law. Straight tech, triple Ancient of Law. That's pretty nasty. One Stormbolt should kill me, really. I'm not going to Town Portal. He might lose track if I go up here. Yeah, he does.
It shall be done. Our forces are under attack. What would you ask? Job done. For honor. I am not afraid.
Actually did manage to avoid getting killed there. So, okay, let's go for another set of towers. Wait. Ah, that's not actually interesting. Okay, we'll just do that, because it looks fine here. Here's Pink's base, as we discovered, and the undead base over there. There's your Stormbolt. Can he one hit from the Mountain King? That'll be enough, yeah. I only needed the one hit from the Mountain King and that'll do it. Our tech going. That is a lot of peasants. So let's start working on our little base so we can work out where we're going to go from here. So we have our little kingdom parts here. So we want symmetricality, right?
Off I go then. What? All right. Job done. Righto. All word. What? Yes, my lord. All word. Yes, my lord. All right. What is it? Off I go then. Yes, my lord. What is it? What? Job's done. All right. Yes, my lord. Job ready done. For action. All work. Off I go then. I live to serve. All right. Let me face the peril. I am not afraid. Job done. It shall be done. What would you ask of me? Job's done. As you wish. All work. Job's done. Off I go then. At your call. What would you say the word? Let the let me face the peril. At your call. Job's done. I am not afraid.
Looking good. Looking very homely. Very stately. Don't think I really plan for a second hero as such. We're going to get like our structures that produce units, I think, around this point. So we can go Arcane Sanctum and Workshop. The trash emote is in place. Definitely get the defense, because you know I'm going to be up against like the entire enemy team again at some point. So here we go. We'll get our workshop there. We'll get our Arcane Sanctum here. So these are like the defending structures. Over here, around here. Keep leveling up the Paladin. Just get the upgrades. Probably you want to go like siege type units, really, if anything. Make it easier to defend my base with. Look at that lumber, though. I've gone through that lumber, haven't I? I have gone through that lumber. We're going to have to work our way onto the other side here for some more lumber. Sorry, buddy. I could have done a slightly better job there trying to keep you alive. It's actually quite tough. These mobs are nasty. Here we go. Let's get the defenses. We don't want them to be too encouraged when it comes to attacking. Inner fire priests, morts, maybe rifles to go with that. It won't be exactly symmetrical here because, you know, Captain Night Elf with his ability to just destroy trees makes it a little bit trickier. Oh, they got loads of bases. Oh, Inferno Stone, but nothing cool in the sense of permanent. Tech up. I need to get a vault. We get our vault near the Altar of Kings. Paladin with Orb of Corruption would be cool. I'm gonna go get that. We can test my base against the enemy, since they'll probably go to my base soon. That looks like where they're lining up. Orb of orb of orb of orb of orb.
For my people, what would you ask of me? My aid I am not afraid. What? Yes, my lord. Off I go then. Yes, my lord.
Wait, you got too much off the gold mine there.
Yes, my friend. At your call, I am not afraid.
Here we go. Do you want to try your might against my legendary base? No, they'll just go for an open expansion instead. That makes sense.
What is it? Job's done. Let me face the peril. I am not.
Oh well, I'm gonna have to be aggressive or something. I feel like the enemy team are basically holding all the cards here this game. I don't know what gave me that feeling. Ah, they're actually TPing to defend this. Well, it's kind of... I'm gonna have to... I only have one TP, but we've got to make this count. Because this could be a good opportunity to make a comeback. Nope, never mind. That guy's just going to leave for some random reason. Because he lost one of his heroes, they're saying. Excellent. Good stuff. Good job, boys. He's TP'd out. Don't have the luxury of TPing out here. Lost one hero. Time to leave the game. They TP'd all his stuff out, but that wasn't that necessary because now we don't have it. Right. Keep going. Keep up a good fight. You're doing fine. It's going to be a pain to have to control this guy because whenever I'm doing strategies, I don't really want to have to be controlling someone else at the same time. Like, can't they just play themselves, for goodness sake? But I think this went well overall. So I hate people like that sort of just leave at the drop of the hat. Maybe he had a good reason for it, but probably not, let's face it. Like, they have no idea of the situation, the circumstance, and how things actually are. I haven't got a Griffin Aviary yet, so we need the high perch Griffins. So if we get our Griffins at the back here, we get some towers to defend them.
Summoning is complete. Yes, my lord. What? Summoning is complete. Yes, my lord. Righto. What is it? Off I go then. What? At your call.
There we go. Working on the base just a little bit more.
I am not afraid. What is it? All right. I am not afraid. Yes, my friend. Right away. Job done.
Let's get the team colours going.
Job done. What do you need? Job done. Job done. Job done. All work. Yes, my lord. Job done. Yes, my lord. What forces are under attack? Yes, my lord. What is it? What is it?
Concentrate more on building the base. But it is part of the strategy, trying to make a nice, creative looking, beautiful base. Now we can just splash the cash on the Frostworms for Captain Dippo. Get him a couple of ghouls so he doesn't have to worry about lumber. So that's looking nice and cool. So this is like the entrance to the base. Sort of like that.
Research complete.
I would have a drawbridge, but I don't think those exist. And then this is like the epic part of the back of the base. Reserved for the highest of the quality of the units.
I am not afraid.
Where's his...
Job's done. For my people. Job's done. Cleanse this land. What would you ask of me? At your call. What is it?
Let's get a few more defenses around our main base. We don't even need the farms, it's just for show at this point. I could put that there, but it's a little bit over the top. It just blocks so much. Why don't we do that or something?
At your call, Tuta. For honor. It shall be done. I am not research complete. I'm your research complete. My might cannot be matched. What would you ask? I'm your
I haven't even got all this properly hotkeyed yet.
I am not average.
Might cannot be matched.
Let me face the shepherd blood. We demand additional questions. Job's done. Let me face the peril. Oh, work's done.
That's looking good. Good job, boys.
What would you want to do? I am not afraid.
Yeah, that's the whole point of the strategy. It's from Alaut. Hang on. Back. Let's get the inner fire on. Get the Frostworms over there magically somehow before they all die. They got a lot of anti-air there. Guess I'm gonna have to get... Yeah, I don't know. This looks like they could do really well in this fight. Damn. Couldn't save him. I'll use my res in a moment. I don't have a town portal still. So I'm going to basically lose everything here, unfortunately. Yeah, oh well. I'm going to keep this as the strategy though, because this isn't the first time I've tried to do this strategy. It's been done on other maps and stuff like that, and a similar thing has happened where one of my allies has left or something, and it's kind of like ruined it. So I've still done the strategy, even if we lose this game under everything that I'm having to handle. Whatever happens, this strategy is done, son.
Is my aid required? As you wish.
It's always a joy, though, when you get people that leave. They didn't leave quick, but they'd still leave, and it's just like such a burden on the rest of the team to have to handle it, and typically it's me who has to handle it. I like the way this base looks, though. I'll do a little bit more flashiness. Right, so that's a tower. That. Tower. That. Why does it... I've got how many selected, and it only seems to want to use one of them for the job? See? That's so frustrating when it does that. Ah!
Done. Off I go then.
Okay. We're gonna need like a steam tank area.
What? What is it? What? All right. Off I go then. Work. Yes, me lord.
There's not really much space for it, so
Yes, me
back,
lord. What?
back,
What is it?
back,
Yes, me lord. Yes, me lord.
back, back,
More work.
back. Ah.
What is
Okay.
it? More work.
Well, for the case of
Yes,
symmetricality,
me
I
lord.
can't put that there, but at the same time, I can't put it anywhere else because that ruins the symmetricality. I
Job
could get a
done.
cannon tower. A bit
More
overkill,
work.
though, isn't it? I don't know.
Off I go then.
Go on then. I won't even be able to get out of my base if I do that.
Our allies' hero has fallen.
Get one cannon tower of truth.
What is it? Off I go then. Yes, me lord. Yes, me lord. All right. More work.
They go triple hero as well, don't they? He goes triple hero. Like, it's all this stuff you've got to control.
Job's done.
Such a waste.
Job's done. Job's done.
At your call. Let me face
Right, let's get the town portal. Maybe get 2 of them because I never had enough.
As you
This guy's keeping them busy at least.
I am not afraid.
I come to cleanse this land.
What is it? What is it?
Got enough peasants? I certainly could sacrifice some peasants at this point, I'll tell you.
Yes, me lord.
Our allies' town is under siege.
I await your command.
I am not.
Ah, bugger. Repair. Dude, that's like the first thing you do. Luckily he's going to get away with this.
Is someone injured?
For my people.
For us. Go. Going mostly tanks because that's probably the most productive thing I can do for the team at the moment.
I am not afraid.
We demand
What would you
additional
ask of
lumber.
me? At your call. I am not. Let me face the peril.
Ah, he just sent peasants there. I wanted to get another expansion.
Upgrade complete. All right. Yes, me lord.
Well, whatever.
What would you
Yes,
ask
my
of
friend.
me? At your call. I'll do what it takes.
The
Let me
High
face
Perch
the peril.
Kingdom.
What?
The factory. The dirty factory area. It looks cool though now.
What would
Is
you
my
ask
aid
of me?
required?
For honor. I am not afraid. What would you ask of me? At your call. It shall be done. Research. Let me face the peril. For my
Right away. Yes, ma'am. As you wish.
Don't keep them above the. Yeah, I've got a tank. No, I can't type. I've got to concentrate. Oh, we're so in. So hard to concentrate versus this much. GG. I'm out. Peace. Alright, that was frustrating as all heck to have to deal with that, but I'm very happy with how that went. And we'll do a quick look at the replay. I'm happy with how the actual base layout and all that done, because I've done this a few times now, where I've done some, done some other base layouts and stuff like that, and none as cool as the one I done this time though. So you got the best of all of them. It's actually quite hard to do, but yeah, unfortunately that game was a real stressor, so that's always fun.
I can't bid up done.
You can't have 4 versus 4 RT without completely useless allies. So we're going to just skip right to the end and you can have a good look at how the base looks.
Job's done.
Ready for action.
Job's done.
Ready for action.
Job's done. Job's done.
In fact, this is like a time lapse of seeing the base go up. The funny thing is, it was 64 times speed. I don't think there's a computer that can handle that, where it's any quicker than 32 times speed. 32 times speed or 64 times speed is basically the same, if not probably quicker, 30 times 2 speed. Even 16 times speed is basically no different. Still, it beats 8 times speed, doesn't it? Got to make way for the dirty workshop area, the industrial estate. Okay, we're right near the end now. So I think that's where all the base is laid out. So here we go. You've got the expansion, which had the defenses. Of course, I got the full upgrades. We had the treants there, so I had to put like an extra farm to block that in. But it's definitely worth it. As you can see, the expansion held up the whole game. So that looks pretty damn good. Then, of course, you've got the entrance to the base. So, towers defended by farms. I know there's an extra farm there, but it is what it is. And you've got the farms coming in. Then we've got the barracks with the workshop and the arcane. Yes, okay, whatever.
We like to move it.
Right, I'm going to ban you for that. You're only doing that deliberately, just to screw me over whilst I'm trying to explain everything. Okay, that's done. Right. Barracks, Arcane Sanctum, Workshop. So you've got those nicely laid out with a good gap in between them. And the Arcane Vault next to the Altar of Kings, because that's where your hero would come out. You do your purchasing. And then you go into the deeper side of the base, which has a nice layer of towers. I had to throw the cannon tower in. Otherwise, someone would have said something about that. Like, why didn't you use a cannon tower? So I had to do that. We've got the dirty industrial area. And then we've got the more highbrow looking area, where the King of the Kings are. Essentially, the Dwarven Griffin Aviaries at the back, at the high mountain. If you can imagine, this is like elevated, the high ground. And there you go. So, that was a strategy. I'll just read it out though. Human, any heroes and units you want, preferably Paladin Knights. The only requirement is that you put a lot of effort into creatively, oh my goodness, creatively, you spelled it wrong, that's why I can't say. Creatively, no you didn't spell it wrong, creatively. I'm just trying to put an extra T in there. Building your base. I want to see an epic kingdom. Use multiples of buildings, symmetry and towers. Experiment and have fun. There we go. So we got it done. It's a really cool strategy, but it's kind of stressful to do because unless I'm getting a game where my allies are good and can carry, it's hard to concentrate on building a base at the same time whilst actually trying to play the game. And when do I ever get good allies that can help carry the game so I can concentrate on doing other parts of the strategy? Basically never. So, yeah. Under the circumstances, I think that went about as well as it could have done.